Good afternoon, and welcome to Boss Talk with Empowerment Maven. It's your girl, the Empowerment Maven, and I am checking in with another special episode of Boss Talk for the Empower Her Network Women of Success panel. We have the remarkable Quiana Turner tuning in today. She's going to be guiding us through some things. So a little bit about her. She is a passionate, and when I say passionate, I do mean passionate, self-actualization influencer and mental health advocate. Y'all know how I feel about mental health. She's dedicated to empowering individuals to reach their fullest potential with a focus on holistic well-being and personal growth. She shares insights, resources, and personal experience to inspire others on their journey to self-discovery and mental wellness. Through engaging content and community support, Quiana aims to break the stigma around mental health and promote a culture of acceptance and growth with Say Yes to You, which is such a powerful movement. So I'm excited to have her here today. I'm going to let her tell you a little bit more about Say Yes to You because, baby, when she starts talking, it gives you goosebumps. So we are ready to dive in today. Welcome and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me, my Denise. I'm always super pumped to be right here with you because it's like a blessing and an honor when you can have somebody that can see you, see your gift also, and say, "Hey, I want to work with you. I don't care what you got going on. This is all you need, and just come bring it." And that's where Say Yes to You kind of derives from a little bit. But Say Yes to You was actually created from I was in paparazzi jewelry. And I wanted my own business card. Creative
Okay.
minds going to work. I didn't like your
Okay.
business card. So I said, let me go to Canva. Went to Canva, I created my business card. But I named it, made my own little jewelry because you can. I named it Keys Treasures. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, I need a slogan. Even the man, who the work on cars got a slogan on his little card. No, I'm like, even the insurance man got a slogan. I need a slogan. And I'm sitting there and I'm just looking. But it was the fact that I had a jewelry box on there with a little piece of jewelry and a lady because it was jewelry. I looked, the only thing I can think of was Say Yes to You. And the whole message just came to life a little bit. Like, we be talking about saying yes to the dress because if you go to David's Bridal, those who have
Yeah.
been to David's Bridal, the moment that you say yes, they ding, ring the bell. She said yes.
Yes.
That was what came into my mind because I have been at David's Bridal. I haven't, been a bride yet, but that's okay. Literally, I thought about all of that, but what came sinking in deep was, did she say yes to herself? Did he say yes to himself before they became one? And then a whole bunch of other stuff just started coming to life. But I started really crafting that. I started really putting myself in on YouTube and in arenas that dealt with like coaching and speaking classes. I didn't invested in myself for the last 5 years with Say Yes to You, to where now it's like I have one service, which is You Do Matter 101. It is not a coaching program. It is a self-confidence, self-love, empowering yourself so that you can see yourself. Because I can tell you all day how great you are, right? But until you take away certain things out your own garden and you start seeing your strength and start seeing your weaknesses, and you'll start really realizing that your weaknesses are really your strength, and your strengths right now just need to be crafted and molded so that you can see you, so that you can see you do matter and stop seeing it from somebody else's eyes and see it from your own perspective. But you got to sit down with yourself. And that's what
Y'all
I
see what
did.
I was talking about? Ooh. It's like every time you talk, it's like you getting ready to step into a sermon, and it's just it just it just resonates. It sucks you in. Like if you don't pay attention to her, I don't know who else to get you to talk to. I'm
That's where
sorry.
it came from. It's okay, love. Hold up. That's a tea moment.
Yes, listen, I don't have my. I'm gonna have to get my teacup. Okay.
Girl, yes. Let me tell you why I have this particular cup. Because there's certain things about yourself. When I said say yes to you, it's also you understanding your likes and your dislikes. And it's okay what you like and it's okay what you dislike. Because it's you. If you don't like something, that's where this boundary come in and you got to see you. See how you respond and react to when you're telling somebody no. I don't like that. I don't want to do that. And after you said that, there is nothing else to talk about.
You don't owe them an explanation, but we
But
often find ourselves explaining because we don't think no is a sufficient enough answer,
it's a
or we
period
feel
after,
guilty about it.
and that's spirit. That's a spirit because it holds you hostage within yourself and in your mindset and have you thinking and overthinking and underthinking and around thinking. And when you get around certain people, places, or things, now you don't know how to be free and be yourself because, oh, should I say that? No, I don't even think I should go over there, girl. And then you be in your head like, no, I said such and such. I ain't gonna do that. Oh, and they probably still thinking about when I did.
Absolutely.
We don't know how to say
Absolutely.
yes. Say yes to you, what you like, what you don't like, your strengths, your weaknesses, things that trigger you. Just like if it's allergy season again, right? If you go outside and it's allergy season, outdoors is gonna give you an allergic reaction. Well, see, that's the same thing with the emotions inside of us. It's certain things because we haven't allowed ourselves to remove the band-aid, strip, lay down with God and be still and be quiet and know that He is the Lord thy God Almighty and that He covers everything and can go inside like the two-edged sword and cut away all them things that are hindering you and holding you hostage so that you can see the hope that we have, the healing
Mm,
that's there. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be a
yes.
mind change. We don't know how to be renewed.
Yes.
It ain't just
Absolutely.
one day. It's an everyday thing. I don't want to think like I thought last week. Hold up. I don't want to think like I thought a couple of hours ago,
Right.
where I felt
Absolutely.
defeated. And I had to encourage myself because I know what is inside of me and what I have to do is greater than what's outside of me. And you have to believe. Everything lies with your belief. It's just that simple. You believe, and let's do it. We're gonna start off at the beginning of the year. So you believed in St. Patrick's Day, you believed in Easter Bunny, you believed in all these other little fairy tales that went on. You believed in Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman. You believed in all that. You are all of that. You are the hero that you believed in. I'm gonna drink some tea.
Mm. Whew, while you sipping that tea, let me see. So let's get the people some answers. Um, since you focused on self actualization and mental health, how did you personally, how did your personal journey lead you to become a mental health advocate?
Becoming a care provider. No home care
Okay.
worker. Okay, becoming a home care provider.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
one thing when you're an STNA or NA or you work at the veteran home. It's different, and this is all in the factor of say yes to you becoming where it is now. Also, where my belief had, I got to experience say yes to you in a different way than what you experience it because when I had to tell somebody, "Oh, you're beautiful," and you hear this person tell you thank you, but they're crying because they only had two people in their life tell them that. And we're adults. And she said, a police officer and me. Click, keep speaking, keep saying, say yes to you. Keep telling people who they are. Keep letting somebody know that they are light. Keep letting somebody know that you are a king, that you are a queen, that you matter. Keep letting somebody know to love yourself for who you are, good, bad, ugly, messy, ratchet, ghetto, all of that, the ups, the downs, till death do you part with yourself. How you want somebody else to love you when you don't even love all of you?
Yeah.
And it's selfish when
Absolutely.
you go be with somebody and you don't love all of you. So that means you gonna love me sometimes. And I ain't a sometime lover. I ain't a part-time lover. I'm a whole lover. God love me all the time. So you should love yourself all of the time.
Yes.
Even in my
Yes.
mess, I still love me. So why you can't love yourself even in your mess? It don't make your
Absolutely.
mess right. It makes you see you. It should help you to change you. We can't change until we see where we're at in life and what we want to do. You got to say yes to yourself so you can say yes to the change that's going to come. And it's going to come with a price that's going to cost you to be still and be quiet. And to
Mm,
answer your question, that's what started it. I was on a fast at the beginning of 2019 called Be Still and Be Quiet. Be
mm,
still is about you not going places unless you are directed by God. Be quiet is about you not being responding. Because if he say, for I know the thoughts that I have for you, Lanice Mitchell,
prosper.
you. So why you
Yes,
won't
yes.
come down with me so I can give you the proper thoughts to have so you can have the right words to say out your mouth. So you can see the plan. You thinking the plan that you have is the plan for your life. No, it's not. The plan that I have for you and the thoughts that I have for you are called alignment, but you ain't ready to get in agreement with yourself. So we got to go backwards where it's called awareness. So you ain't even aware where you're at in life because you ain't aware where your gift is, because you ain't aware where you're needing to go. So you having this tug of war. No, it's called spiritual warfare because your butt ain't ready to put on this armor and get in this suit that God got for you. So you running around here being a puppet and a character for yourself and other people. And then you wonder why you feel some type of way all the time because you attach to people, places,
Mm,
and things that God told you, I got the scissors, let me cut you, because then people ain't sitting up there bearing no fruit. Fruit is kindness, gentleness, meekness, hello, patience, self-control.
mm,
Fruit is not a thing. Fruit ain't a thing. God can't do nothing with this. So he said, I have all things. What he need is you.
ooh,
That was what was deposited into me when I had to be still and I had to be quiet and I had to cut away mentally from what had me hindered, had me feeling like I was incompetent. Hold up, inaccurate. Let me tell you, inaccurate means label.
mm.
Tea time.
Now, see, y'all, did you see what I mean? So go ahead and break that down for us a little more.
So, when working as a care provider in my own emotional trauma, I'm gonna read you what I put down. And understanding no one is alone on this journey came from the fact of me being a child that was took. So my mama who's downstairs is a woman who from 6 years old to about like 36, 37 or some stuff, almost 40, I didn't have her in my life. That is not her fault. That is somebody who took me. I was raised. Thank you, God. I am healed. I'm healed because of the power of forgiveness. I learned forgiveness in 2008, 2008. I learned forgiveness from Pastor Terry Barnes and Bishop Anthony Barnes. I learned forgiveness. I had to forgive myself, and I had to go to the root and forgive the first person who ever hurt me in my life, which was my daddy. Because he did something to me he shouldn't have never did, which was touch me. I had to go to the root. See, a healed person can say something and it don't bother them. That's what healed looks like. So you said, what does it look like? Me sharing, hey, that's where it started at. It started there. But I had to end it in 2008 because I had to learn forgiveness. I had to lay at the altar. I had to cry. I had to do whatever I had to do to forgive 7 times, 70 times, 70. You better forgive every day, every second, every minute. 2009, I was blessed with Facebook giving me my mom, giving me my sister, giving me parts of my family. We're here. No, I'm here now. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I felt alone. It's the number one reason for suicide. It's the number one reason for people living in their mind mentally and cell block D dormant of their self and don't know you got a key. You don't know you got a key, and that's so sad, Louise, when we
Listen,
live like that.
I absolutely, positively understand and agree with you. Healing, the process of healing is so hard sometimes. Um, because you have to first look at you look at yourself,
Mm-hmm.
things that you allowed, and in other circumstances, for people who have survived SA, we tend to still blame ourselves, and it's not our fault. We were children, and
Mm.
or unbeknown known people just minding our business in life, and someone took it upon themselves to assault us. Um, and that can be a very, very long and hard road when you're blaming yourself consistently and you don't know how to get out of that. And then also, Satan knows where to
Yeah,
attack you at.
in your
He knows
mind,
exactly. Mhm.
in your
And your
mind.
mind is a powerful place that can be used, as they say, for good or for evil. You
You
got
see
to
what I put
choose.
in the chat?
Huh?
You see what I put in the chat?
It ain't come over to me yet.
Okay, well, I tell you, I said, get the book Wholeness by Teray Roberts. I've read this book 3 times. I got it
Mhm.
from the library, and then it was a gift, and then I got it back again.
Okay.
All because what you just said is so powerful and connected with this book. If you really want to heal, you ain't got to take my word for it. You ain't got to take your word for it, Lenise. Just you got to sit down with yourself and you got to see what's hurting you. And what's hurting you is something in the inside. Rejection. Rejection holds so much weight. It's the end of the book. Look, that's why I started there. Rejection is the end. Rejection about like 4, 5, 6 pages by itself. And
But
I
it's
started
funny we can
there.
laugh,
Healed,
you know?
healed. I know what it feels like to be rejected. I know what it feels like to sit up there and feel like it's my fault all the time. I know what it feels like to sit up there and be in my mind thinking, oh, they ain't gonna want me to hear, being timid and being shy. Being timid and shy is spirits. They keep you right here, blocked, lost, alone. That
Absolutely.
is why say yes to you is just, I'm not stopping. I don't care. I have spoken to people that are just random off the street because God had you do some things and people be
Yes, he does.
crazy. God be caring if God say go over there and say hey something about their shirt, their hair, or whatever, so I can go so I can get you to speaking to them. See,
Yeah.
speak to my heart is intentional. It was wrote down. Those people who don't believe in manifestation, I got my pen ready for you. Who has
Ooh,
the power, Lenise?
ooh.
I
Me
do.
and God. Well, God and then me. Let
So
me rephrase
if
that.
so, who got the pen?
Oh, I do.
So God told you to write it down and make it plain. Even if you don't understand it, it's a puzzle piece. So if I wrote down speak to my heart, hello, in like 2019, 2020, and turned around here February the 15th, because I know exactly the day that I found the podcast area and I could do my audio.
Yes.
20, it was 2021, but I wrote it down 3 years before. You got to write that thing down.
We do. We do. We talk
See,
about
but
manifestation, but
the
we don't
reason
do.
And the reason I be about gifts, your talents, what you love doing, is because it helps your mental. It's a redirect from what's trying to hold you, which is them spirits trying to hold you from your gift. So you better wake up and realize one thing. God created all of us. Do not be blind for the fact that God didn't create the devil. He did, okay? So that's why he be telling you to be alert, wake up and pay attention because he knows your gift just like I do. Do you know
Yes.
who you are? You are the most important player on the chessboard. When you wake up and realize who you are, that's why it's been hurting. That's why it's a challenge because you are a target. I want to come in and kill, steal, and destroy your territory. Your territory is this right here. Because if I can take you back over there means in bondage. That's why
Yes.
God wants you to have boundaries. And he talked about gardening. Hold on. I'm going to get it for you, Janine. Okay, just because I love you, big sis. Gardening.
Yes.
It got a little string to it. I hadn't put it on there yet, but gardening. This is what it looks like mentally. When you want to go pour some fresh water in your garden, make sure you know what's in your cup. We don't know what's in our cup. God's trying to change us from the caterpillar to the butterfly. You're supposed to change. That's why I kept doing it, because I also read Cindy Trim's book that dealt with push, and it had a butterfly on it, and to understand the metamorphosis of the butterfly. And then you add Robert Kiyosaki, and he be talking about the bamboo tree. See, I read, I pour into my cup so I can delete what you told me, so I can know what God is saying about me. That's say yes to you.
Yeah.
That's what we need. That's why I'm big on mental, because it's this right here the devil wants to kill, steal, and destroy. Why would he tell you to renew your mind? He didn't say renew the car, renew the house, renew the kids. He said you be renewed in your mind. I let you know right now, brothers and sisters, that you cannot go talk to God and have a conversation up there and go be with him until you renew your stinking thinking. I had to eat them
Mm.
words. Got them on a notebook. I had to eat them words because your mind is messed up. It ain't your fault, but let me help you see something clear.
Somebody get this lady a pulpit. I keep telling you.
I have one.
Ooh,
It's called Speak to My
my
Heart.
goodness.
It's called Speak to My Heart. I got my own. I don't want to be in a
Listen.
building.
So by us talking about breaking the stigma around mental health, and that's really huge for me. This,
Mm-hmm.
ladies and gentlemen, again, this is why she is such a powerful, powerful, powerful resource for me, because I truly, truly, truly dislike the stigma around mental health. And I understand, the parents, parents, you weren't allowed to show certain weaknesses. You weren't allowed to say you were afraid. They didn't show you love, or I'm sorry, they couldn't say they loved you. Certain things that they just weren't given coming up. So they didn't know how to give it to you or pass it on. But mental health is not a stigma. It's not a disease that if I touch you, oh, I'm going to catch it. Or it's not airborne. Okay. A lot of mental health is actually, acknowledging the things about yourself that are opportunities, and learning
Mm-hmm.
how to, correct those opportunities, myself included. So when mental health is important to me, not just because, oh, it's a fad, or, some new thing that came out and no, I am clinically diagnosed bipolar, depressive, with manic. Okay. That basically tells you I be all over the place and down. And whatever habit I have or comfort that I find, I do it in a form that I don't really care whether the harm the consequence that comes behind it. That is what that quote unquote diagnosis is. So, some people use
I like how
drugs,
you said
alcohol, sex.
diagnosis.
It's a diagnosis.
You
That's
said,
not
then
who
he
I am.
diagnosed me, but God appointed and called me.
Amen.
See how that's what say yes to you does with them labels. That's what say yes to you does with you mentally. Understanding words have power of life and death. Words also have power to inflict pain on you. It triggers emotions because of something that you haven't dealt with. So if you was to call me out my name, I'd probably be like, you better add a miss to that. What's wrong with you? You better put some respect on that. You're going to sit up there and call me out my name, bro, because of the fact I know who I am. So I can
Yeah.
joke with you sitting up there being ignorant. Because like Jahan Sator has said, Barbados, shout out. Other people's ignorance is not my responsibility. The way you think is not my responsibility. It isn't.
Absolutely.
But it is my
Absolutely.
responsibility is the way I respond to that. And if we want to be continue to stay stuck, then don't go over here. This is shut to all the people that want to stay like that. If you want to stay like that, do you know the most hurtful thing is when you, my sister, I'm seeing grow and seeing trying to, come into the butterfly. And I'm sitting over here still stuck on the porch. And I want to keep you right here on the porch with me.
Yes. Yes.
Instead of putting my Nikes on, putting your big girl panties on, fixing your shirt, doing your natural, whatever you got to do, and get ready because your sister gonna leave you there because she not mentally there with you on the porch anymore. I'm over here trying to live in the penthouse. Better yet, I'm trying to own the whole building and own the lot and take over all that and maybe the other sidewalk too, so that we can all come together and become unified and help lift our communities up, so that they can work in their gifts and talents and don't have to be stuck in this job mentality. You better quit playing. That's what's wrong
Yes.
with us mentally. We've been stigmatized by what somebody else have said. Your opinion is your opinion. It does not matter to what I
Yes.
want from my reality. See, your opinion is the reality of the world that you live in mentally in your own little bubble. That's fine. Ain't nobody knocking that. But don't label me in the little box you got. Oh, that's my first YouTube video, which is don't stick me in the box. Now I'm saying
Yes.
that what it really is don't stick me in the box of your messed up mentality and how you see life and people, because I don't see them like that. I see us as equal. I see us as if we lock arms, each one teach one, each one reach one, and we can get some of these kids and the homeless people off the street so that they know the gifts and talents that they have, and we can make America great again if we wanted to.
Amen. While you sip your tea, I interrupted the question, starting to get into the technicalities of stigmatism. But so again, breaking the stigma around mental health. What are some practical steps society and individuals can take to normalize these conversations?
One is ask, seek, and knock. Everything is simple. If you don't know when you were a kid, see, that's why it says I refer to things to scripture, because he wants you to remain childlike, curious.
Oh,
Instead of
yeah.
you being judgmental, or you already, the thought is already there because you don't know.
Mhm.
Learn to ask. You don't know me. You don't know what I go through. When I said I went to school, if I had went back 2, 3 hours ago and I had called Lenise and told her I'm not going to do this because something I was going through mentally and
Right.
emotionally, but because
Right.
I know how to sit down with self, just pull away from everybody real quick. Okay, it's the clouds. Oh, it's pretty. I have to learn how to take in gratitude. We need to learn how to be thankful that you're not alone in the world, because I could have you by all by yourself, for real, for real, and you ain't got nobody to see or
Yeah.
communicate with. Social inadequacy
Mhm.
is the problem. We don't know how to be sociable anymore. That's why I refer to things as the butterfly. We
Yeah.
don't know how to be sociable anymore and come together. It's about, oh, you got to look like me, you got to dress like me, you got to think like me, and you got to be like me. You know what Jesus did to people in the Bible acting like that? You need to go read your Bible for real, if you want to really understand. He did not like it. He went and sat down with the homeless man. He went and sat down over here with the girl who was crying and feeling alone, to let them know you are not alone. I'm
Yes. Yes.
here for you. And then if I go far away, I'm still here with you. Because he said, I am the truth, the way, and the light. And then he told you to be the light. But we don't know how to operate in those gifts. So we don't know how
Mhm.
to contribute to our community. Community is people. I am big on people. I am big on that because it's mental awareness. And I'm gonna read it what I wrote down, which it fosters a growth mindset, enabling individuals to view setbacks as learning opportunities. We don't want to learn. We just want to take the L off, like I told you earlier. But what I told you earlier was for me and you. You
Yes.
take the L off because God's word right now is learn.
Mhm.
When you take the L off, this is what our society is about.
Mhm.
Earn. We're
Yeah.
about profit. I've been doing it.
Absolutely.
I've been doing what I've been doing for 5 years. And the most greatest experience is realizing that I can shine a light in somebody to see themselves. To have a perfect stranger walk up to you and, hi, oh my God. I don't care if you mentally not here and don't know what day of the week it is. Just to understand that that light that's within you It's supposed to radiate. It's supposed to illuminate. It's supposed to shine. So whatever somebody else has told you, here's the thing that we have to do is we have to block out other people's opinion. That's first. We have to block out what society or somebody else has said about another person. Oh, they this or they that. Do you not know that I've had the experience to listen at some homeless people and they can sing. I'm like, see, when you take away the stigma, when you take away what somebody is saying about somebody, and I use the homeless people because I live in Oregon, when you take it away, you allow God to intervene so allows you to see somebody and see their gift. And as you see somebody's gift, you can see the bigger picture of the vision of how it's supposed to be unified between our gifts and our talents. He didn't tell you to go no work. He said, use your gift, use your talent. But we don't know how to build each other up. We're too busy tearing somebody down. You don't know how to forgive. These are all things that relate to the stigma because you want to believe that this person is this. Stop looking at me how you see yourself. That's the second one. However you see yourself, you need to really sit down. And that other one deals with, I ain't a puppet. So you can't come over here and calm me and do all this and everything and all that and everything like that. You know, they say you can't hustle the pimp. So just saying, what's the real? You can't hustle the pimp like baby. No, you can't go out there hustle the kingpin. That don't work like that. It just makes you understand like I ain't in that where you at right now. I'm trying to grow. Do you want to grow or not?
Right.
And the other thing is just like stop believing what that society believes. I have a poem dealing with that is the fact that we walk around daily blinded by society, and society has blinded you and has corrupted this our mentalities to believe a whole lie and a hype from another person's mentality. Another person's mentality made up this right here, made up that. It's a stereotype. So if you keep stereotyping a person and you wonder why they get mad because you keep sticking me in a box in your messed up mentality. So it's really not about what society needs to do. It's what I need to do because it's called say yes to you. I can't change society, but I can change how I perceive, how I handle the situation, how I assess what's going on. And I can take myself out that box in your mentality. Now I can stand on my own truth and let you know I'm Quiana. I'm not whoever you think you're talking to right now. So, baby, if you want to sit down, want to have a cup of tea, let's get to know each other. Is it something you're going through? See, we need to really dig within ourselves, but don't nobody want to dive deep. That's why everybody can't be a shark because everybody can't swim.
Ooh, I think that's another T moment right there.
Damon John, I love you, boo. That's where I got that from. I read his book too, dealing when he created FUBU. See, I deal with gifts and talents. You want to change a person, help them see they self.
Yes,
You
yes.
want to eliminate mental health like that, and people being in a stigma. Help that person see themselves. God help me see myself. Shout out to Miss Janice, bro, because every time I said go live, I'm like, girl, bye. I ain't trying to be on Facebook like that. Do social media. She's like, girl, just do it. So I'm up here with my, you know how the jewelry make you feel, girl. You see that bling right there? You know that gold over there sparkling, bling, bling, bling. That's how you should be feeling about yourself. I'll smile, sparkly, and out here feeling great. So you better say yes to yourself and love you for you. Bam. And that's how I just kept going. The more you step
Absolutely.
into your true identity, which is discovering who you are and walk away from stigma. See, we can't change another person's mindset because I only have
Right.
self-control myself. But I can change how I perceive myself and I can walk away from a stigma. I can unfold my own beauty. I can unfold the stereotype. I can unfold the negative Nancy and negative Norman. I can unfold the traditional mindsets. I can unfold my unaddressed issues now. And now I can walk into my own truth. That's how we're going to literally kill the stigma about you. I can't change other people. I can only change me, Lanice. So other person's mindset, that's how you think. But I want to think for myself. And that's what we got to start doing is believing in the who and you. Go read some Dr. Seuss books. I
And
got
as you
9
can see,
children.
guys, say yes to you. Say yes to you. Say yes to you. So, Miss Quiana will be featured, okay, as one of the keynote speakers December 7th, 2024. Tap into the Women of Success panel, okay? She will actually be speaking on self discovery and mental wellness. So, this is just a preview. And you can imagine how much information is going to be packed into that session. I want to make sure you guys tap in. Tickets are now available on my website. The links are in my bio. I'll also put it here in the banner. Make sure you go to the empowermentmaven.com. You can check out, of course, all of the boss talks that are presented, as well as the other events. But my main concern is that you guys get a ticket to this Women of Success panel, because these women are phenomenal. If you haven't been tuning in on Tuesdays, you are missing out on some powerful, remarkable, educated, inspirational, uplifting women who are here to give you a message. See, this panel wasn't created for me to get money off of. This is a way for me to give back for people who can't afford hundreds of thousands of dollars for coaching. This is the start of your investment, and it's a very small investment for you to speak to 20 coaches who are going to give you their years of expertise and help you not make the same mistakes that we did. So, it has been a blessing, and as always a pleasure. Like, her energy is just everything to me. She's so authentic, and that's what I love about her. She is unapologetically, which, that's my key thing, unapologetically owning who you are. And that's all that I'm about. And I just love that she resonated with me, and especially with mental health. um like we said, with the stigma upon, us, especially in our community, that's coming from us. We don't want to seek help. We don't even want to acknowledge it. And it's actually another reason why it's important to me, because some Black fathers don't want to acknowledge when their children are different. And like I
Mm-hmm.
said, I'm diagnosed, but I also had a son who went through a mental health crisis, as they call it. And I had to learn different things to be able to maneuver with my own child. And that's when
Right.
I realized, we don't, here in Maryland, we don't have the advocacy for pediatric or adolescent children that we should. So for me, my focus is, of course, are, women and children. Not saying men don't need it. I have a space for you as well, but for me, women and children are the key focus for me, because we bring life into this world. We house that child, like you said earlier in our discussion, until, it's birth. And then, depending on the household, hopefully you have a two-parent household, but if not, it's often the mother. So now, she's dealing with her own mental stress, and now the
Mm-hmm.
child develops mental stress, and now she doesn't know how to deal with that child, what to do. She going crazy, and nobody else is there to help. And they're just looking at her like, well, you should have the answer. We ain't come with no manual.
All the
Humans did
stigma.
not come with a
Don't.
manual.
And that's where stigmas come in at, because oh, we didn't went through it, it's just postpartum. You're giving stuff, you're giving my emotion a label. You can never give my emotion to something that I'm dealing with a label. That's why we need to be more aware of our surroundings of people. you know
Mhm.
like, see if these people really got your best interest, because even if you plan, okay, that's one thing, but is you gonna come back and give me some tea that I can pour and keep in my cup right here? Because if not, now I'm still dealing with that emotion instead of assessing the situation in a healthy manner. Now I'm at home and got the baby together. Ugh, that's just the realness of it. Then got them to bed. Now, okay, a bath, some tea. Oh, it's all this exhaustedness energy
Yes, yes,
and
yes,
nobody to help. So we think.
yes,
But that's why we got Women of Success. And that's why we have Empowerment Her networks going on. That's why we have
yeah,
people to show you that if you want the help, let's grow together.
absolutely.
I keep it all the way through, but let's grow together. And what's up? You want the help? Let's grow. It's not that hard to say yes to yourself and say, look, I need a little help. I'm gonna reach out to a niece. I'm gonna just go on Messenger or something and reach out. Say, hey, let's watch the show. You know, this is how I'm feeling. This is what do I need to do. But you
Right.
know, I got a gift too, and I've been working on this over here. Now, see, I'm gonna tell you, me, I'm gonna kneel in on your gift, and I'm gonna send your emotions somewhere else because now I've assessed the fact that you said you have a something you want to do, but your
Yes.
emotions keep bumping into what's
Yes.
going on, and as your
Yes.
emotions keep bumping into what's going on, you're feeling inadequate. Here go a you
Mhm.
do matter session with Key so that we
Yes.
can get you back into self confidence, self alignment, so that way you can continue to be growing in who you are and know that you do matter. It is a statement, it is not just me saying it.
Absolutely. 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 And with that being said, tell the lovely viewers where they can find you outside of the Women of Success panel, because you will undoubtedly be seeing more and more and more and more of her. But tell the people where they can see you and book your services, because I, for one, think that it's an important service to offer.
I'm putting my email in there first. So, to those of you who want to be a part of the You Do Matter one-on-one session, and this is the session, just so you just get your cup. You know, you need your cognac, you need your tea, you need your coffee. We all grown over here. The only thing that's required of the session is most definitely a pen and paper and your honesty. The
Mm,
session is $50. You have 2 weeks with Key. So if you don't want to do $50, you just do $25 for 1 week, 25 the next, or however you need to fluctuate that. It is a one-on-one session with me. It will be a Zoom link. And if you want to do that, it is the email in there. Also, every Wednesday, you can see me on my show at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is called Speak to My Heart. This Wednesday is a doubleheader show. We have two guests. So we have a 9 a.m. show, and then we have the 3 p.m. show. And this is all Pacific Standard Time every Wednesday. And we'll probably start back up doing our Super Saturday Superstars, which is probably like however long the show needs to go. But at the end of the day, you can most definitely find me in most definitely Speak to My Heart group. It is on Facebook also. It is a private group to empower, enlighten, and engage with others through love, kindness, and gentleness so that we can all become powerful beyond measure and grow together. I love you guys, and I want you to all know to say yes to yourself, baby, because you do matter. Like Cat Williams said, you are the star. Player, get it together. Love on
absolutely.
you.
I love it. I love it. With that being said, guys, I will absolutely tag her links when I put the video back up. It's of course streaming live, but I will put it up, replay up. We'll of course redirect you to the YouTube channel for the full episodes as well as clips, sneak peeks, and behind the scenes. Make sure you guys tune in every Tuesday. We will be featuring the Women of Success, and then upcoming, we'll have some new co-hosts joining us and a whole implemented, empowered show for you business owners to take actionable steps that day to implement into your business. So I'm so looking forward to that. Of course, you guys can check me out this Thursday on Boss Talk with Empowerment Maven. We'll have another special guest host for our normally scheduled sessions. And of course, guys, remember to say yes to you. Thank you, Miss Quiana, for joining us. Of course, I absolutely again love all of your time and your passion, and we'll be seeing you guys soon. You guys have a blessed rest of your day.
Let's go.